I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle and Bermuda. I can suit it, live in the moon, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive with Cook. They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Talk about career resurgence. How about Robert Quinn in 2021? 18.5 sacks at age 31, which put him over 100 for his career, and he finished second in the NFL.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Cousins. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the Vikings at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 40-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
From the 36, Fields.
And this will be caught by Mooney.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Fields.
Open man is Pettis. It's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long.
To throw is Fields.
Being chased out left. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. Fourth down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Another top 5 season in rushing for Cook last year. His 3rd straight over 1,100 yards, and his 3rd straight ending with a Pro Bowl selection. This season can see a couple more milestones for him. He will cross 5,000 yards very early and could climb to 3rd on the Vikings' all-time list of rushing leaders.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The end result, 21 yards. To throw, Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the tackle for loss goes to Eric Kendricks.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Here's Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's got room. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 7, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Albert Wilson, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and that'll make the score 14-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On first down, Fields.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Fields now to throw.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now Fields.
Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Fields.
Intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. Cousins flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
They snap it to Fields.
Out to his left. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43.
Now it's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out in this third quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime, because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Cousins now. Open here, Adam Thielen. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Cousins. But it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, Cousins. He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr.
And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw.
and they hooked up there for a first down.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the
touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Montgomery, they'll run for it. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, it's Fields. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Operating from the gun. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down. To the air again, it's Cousins.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle to Smith. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
They'll throw again. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Second down and goal. Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
And again, back to Komet.
Call it a gain of a yard. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Fields on third down.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Cook up the gut. And some room to work. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. They'll run with Cook. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. Cousins here to throw, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Fields. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Out of the gun, Fields.
He completes it to Beckham. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And one last throw here for Fields.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And I tell you,